Welcome back, dear viewers, to the second part of our inspiring journey through the timeless wisdom of Saint Padre Pio. In part 1, we delved into the depths of his profound words about hope in the Lord, and today, we continue our exploration with part 2. Saint Padre Pio's life was a testament to the power of unwavering faith, and his words have the ability to touch our souls, even in the darkest of times. As we revisit his quotes, we find ourselves on a path illuminated by the enduring light of hope. The first part was just the beginning of the treasure trove of wisdom that Saint Padre Pio has left for us. Now, in part 2, we delve even deeper, discovering new facets of his teachings that can transform our perspective on hope, faith, and love. These quotes are not just words on a screen, they are the handrails guiding us through the storms of life, the beacons leading us to the shores of God's boundless love. Part 2 of Saint Padre Pio had profound words of hope in the Lord is an opportunity to further immerse ourselves in the wellspring of inspiration that this remarkable saint has provided. So, without further ado, let's continue our exploration of these profound words by Saint Padre Pio. Let's find strength, encouragement, and solace in the enduring hope he so beautifully conveyed. Join me as we embark on this enriching journey and allow these quotes to uplift your spirit, just as they have done for countless others. Let's dive into part 2, and may these profound words resonate deep within your heart. Hope is the tapestry woven with the threads of God's promises, a masterpiece of faith and love. With hope in the Lord, we find the strength to climb the mountains of life and cross the valleys of despair. In the silence of hope, we hear the whispers of God, assuring us that we are never alone. Hope is the flame that never flickers, the light that never dims, and the love that never ends. With hope, the scars of the past become the stars that light our future. In the embrace of hope, we find the strength to carry the weight of our burdens and the grace to lift the spirits of others. Hope is the compass that guides us to the shores of God's boundless love. With hope in the Lord, we can face every day with the knowledge that God's plan is always greater than our own. Hope is the melody that our hearts sing to the tune of God's providence. In times of uncertainty, hope in God is the anchor that keeps us grounded and the sail that propels us forward. In the embrace of God's hope, we find the warmth of His love. Hope is the light that never dims, the flame that always burns, and the promise that never fails. When you hold on to hope in the Lord, you hold on to the anchor of your soul. The path of hope in God is the path of joy and peace. Our hope in the Lord is the key to unlocking the treasures of His grace. In the garden of hope, the flowers of faith bloom, and the fragrance of love fills the air. Hope is the bridge that connects our hearts to the heart of God. The darkest night cannot extinguish the light of hope in the Lord. In the silence of hope, we hear the whispers of angels. Hope is the language of the soul, spoken in the presence of God. With hope in the Lord, we are never alone, for He is always by our side. The hope in God's love is a fire that keeps our hearts warm even in the coldest of nights. When we place our hope in the Lord, we open ourselves to His boundless blessings. Hope is the melody of the heart that dances to the rhythm of God's promises. With hope, even the heaviest burdens become light in the arms of the Lord. Hope in God's plan is the compass that guides us through life's uncertainties. With hope, we find the strength to endure, the courage to persevere, and the faith to overcome. Hope in the Lord is a song that never ends, a story that never fades, and a love that never dies. In the garden of hope, we plant the seeds of faith, and the harvest is everlasting joy. With hope in the Lord, even the broken can find healing, and the lost can find their way home. Hope is the anchor that holds our souls steady, even in the fiercest storms of life. In the presence of hope, miracles become a daily occurrence. With hope in God, every ending is a new beginning, every setback a setup for a comeback. Hope is the lens through which we see the world, and in God's light, everything is beautiful. In times of doubt, let hope be the voice that whispers, "God is with you." Hope in the Lord is the balm that heals the wounds of the soul. With hope, even the impossible becomes possible in the hands of God. In the garden of hope, the roots of faith run deep, and the tree of love stands tall. Hope is the compass that points us in the direction of God's promises. With hope in God, we find strength not in ourselves, but in the source of all strength. Hope is the star that guides us through the darkest nights, leading us to the dawn of God's love. In the embrace of hope, we find the answer to every question, the solution to every problem, and the fulfillment of every desire. With hope, we turn the page of every chapter of life, knowing that the author of our story is God Himself. Hope is the flame that warms the coldest hearts and the light that shines in the darkest corners of our lives. In times of turmoil, hope in God is the rock on which we stand. With hope, we open the door to God's grace, and His blessings pour into our lives like a gentle rain. Hope in the Lord is the song that our hearts sing, a melody that never ends. Hope is the beacon that leads us back to the path of faith when we've lost our way. In the embrace of hope, our hearts find the rest they long for, and our spirits find the peace they seek. With hope in God, we discover the beauty in every moment, the purpose in every circumstance, and the love in every situation. As we conclude part 2 of St. Padre Pio Had Profound Words of Hope in the Lord, we hope your hearts are as inspired as ours. The journey continues, and so does our mission to spread the light of St. Padre Pio's wisdom. Now, it's your turn to join us in making a difference. If you haven't already, consider becoming a part of our growing community. Click that subscribe button and walk with us on this path of faith, hope, and love. And don't forget to tap the notification bell, that way, you'll always be the first to know when new content arrives, fresh sources of strength, and fresh reasons to hope. If this video has touched your heart, a simple like is a way to show your support. But the real magic happens when you share. You see, by sharing, you may become the ray of hope someone else desperately needs. Sharing is a powerful act of love. But our journey doesn't stop here. Take a moment to explore our channel, where you'll find a treasure chest of videos and playlists waiting for you. Each click is a step deeper into the heart of inspiration, faith, and the enduring wisdom of Saint Padre Pio. And speaking of connection, we're curious to know where in the world you're joining us from. Share your location in the comments. Let's bridge distances, celebrate our diversity, and strengthen the bonds of our community. Remember, this channel is a place of respect, mindfulness, and love. We believe in the power of positive comments and shared experiences. So, let's build a community that uplifts, supports, and inspires one another. Any comments that don't align with our values will be deleted to preserve the sanctity of this space. Thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. Your presence and engagement mean the world to us. Together, we'll continue to spread the message of hope, faith, and love, just as Saint Padre Pio did in his lifetime. Until we meet again, take care, stay inspired, and keep sharing the wisdom and love of Saint Padre Pio with the world.